Hi all, it's Samantha here and welcome to another instalment of Poetry Thursday. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. Last week, as you know, I started Poetry Thursday inspired by Robert G. Reader of Books. I did actually YouTube Poetry Thursday, I think the day after I uploaded my video, and I found quite a lot of people reading poetry for Thursday, which was kind of cool, and I really hope this does carry on because I think it's a fantastic idea. So last week I read from Christina Rossetti's selected poems, and this week I have chosen a local lad, as I call him. He was born in Yorkshire. He wrote many poems and a few books as well, quite a few books. He was poet laureate, and he was a very interesting poet. He was mainly known as a nature poet, even though he wrote poetry about other things as well, and also books about other themes and things. Now, he wrote a very famous book that many children will have read, probably starting in primary school. My daughter's read this at primary school. In fact, I borrowed her book to actually read it because I think I read it as a child. I just can't remember. And the book I'm talking about is The Iron Giant. The Iron Man, sorry. I always say The Iron Giant, I don't know why. And so, as you can see, the poet I have chosen today is Ted Hughes. So Ted Hughes was born in 1930 in Mathalmroyd in the West Riding of Yorkshire. And he published, I think, a short story at the age of 15. He was mentored by a teacher at his school. And I think from then he obviously was bitten by the poetry writing bug. He did do a degree, I think, in English literature, and I do think he abandoned it. I can't quite remember. I have been watching a really interesting YouTube video on Ted Hughes, which is hosted by a lady called Alison, I think, something. I will link that below in the description box if you want to watch it. I'm halfway through watching it and it's very, very interesting, and there are snippets of like interviews and radio recordings of Ted Hughes, which is very, very interesting. He even reads some of his poetry as well. He was married to someone is equally as famous as he was, who was Sylvia Plath. They got married in 1956, and in 1957 the book of poems that I will be reading from, and it will be probably just one poem today, I'm afraid, due to extreme pain, and also I've caught my daughter's new cold, so thank you to my daughter. But yes, in 1957 his first book of collection of poems, The Hawk in the Rain, was published. I think it's by Faber. And after the death of Sylvia Plath, he wrote a book for his children to help to help them through the death of their mother, and he wrote The Iron Man. He was made poet laureate in December 1984, following the death of Sir John Betjeman, and he was succeeded by Andrew Motion as poet laureate. Ted Hughes died in 1998 at the age of 68 in London, and I can't remember if he was buried or he had his ashes scattered. I can't quite remember. But the artist I was talking about, who created a book literally based on his poems and the landscape, is Louise Fletcher. Now, this was published, I think, maybe 2020. I can't quite remember. But she created 34 beautiful abstract paintings. Now, I was lucky enough, because I'm on her list, that I got this signed by her. But she has, in the book, done some absolutely stunning paintings. And she also did a beautiful portrait of Ted Hughes as well. We'll just find that. Here it is. Excuse me for a minute while I disappear. There we go. And it came with a bookmark as well. I'm not sure if you can still get these. If you can, I will try and find a link to it somewhere. But this is Louise Fletcher doing the paintings for this book. And here is the front of it. And just in case you want to find it, and I don't know if this will work, here is the ISBN. But I will see if I can find a link to the book. If I can't, I will share the ISBN for this book and the whole title and everything, if you do want to try and find it. So, excuse me, I am struggling today. Here is the book again that I will be reading from. I absolutely adore this cover. I think it's beautiful. So I will swap my glasses and I'm going to read to you the book that I'm going to read the poem in which the book title is taken from. So I'm going to read the poem The Hawk in the Rain. So here is the book again, and I will share this as well, the information, and see if I can find a link if you do want to look this one up, because it is a beautiful, beautiful book. The Hawk in the Rain. I drown in the drumming ploughland. I drag up heel after heel from the swallowing of the earth's mouth, from clay that clutches my each step to the ankle, with the habit of the dogged grave. But the hawk effortlessly at height hangs his still eye. His wings hold all creation in a weightless quiet, steady as a hallucination in the streaming air. While banging wind kills these stubborn hedges, thumbs my eyes, throws my breath, tackles my heart, and rain hacks my head to the bone. The hawk hangs the diamond point of will that polestars sea drowner's endurance, and I, bloodily grabbed, dazed, last moment counting morsel in the earth's mouth, strained towards the master fulcrum of violence where the hawk hangs still, that maybe in his own time meets the weather coming the wrong way, suffers the air, hurled upside down, fall from his eye, the ponderous shires crash on him, the horizon traps him, the round angelic eye smashed, mix his heart's blood with the mire of the land. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm sorry it's just one poem today. My husband will be back soon with my daughter, and I need to take these off because I can't see. Well, I can, but they're my reading glasses. But yes, excuse me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm really enjoying these Poetry Thursdays, and I think if you really like them too, I will keep them going after Christmas. And also to the two people, one I think was Robert G. I'm not sure who the other person was, but my last video, they both left a really lovely message, and I just want to say I do get the messages that you leave on all of my videos. I'm not very good at replying, so I tend to try and leave a reply if I can, but I want to promise you I do get your comments. So if you enjoyed this and you have any poets you think I might like, please do leave any ideas in the comments below. Do you like poetry? Who's your favourite poet, and who would you like to see me read? I'm not sure who I'm going to read next week because it's going to be a surprise, and I really like that because I have quite a few poetry books, so trying to decide who to read next is actually quite a lot of fun. So on that note, I'll put this down. I will say thank you very, very much for joining me, and thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, so until next week, happy Thursday, happy Poetry Thursday, and I will see you all again very, very soon. So until the next time, stay warm, stay cozy, stay safe, happy reading, and again, happy Poetry Thursday. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye all.